take care of yourselves. Make sure your heart is good. Okay, because we be in here trying to have the big booties and all the squatting and baby, how is your heart?
These are the things I do to look like a bad bitch. Whenever I do these things, I get a lot of compliments on them, and I've kind of figured out what those things are. I've already made a video like this, but let me add to it. Number one, when I use the combo of a body oil and a body butter on my chest area, it makes me glow. This new one from Rihanna is bomb. Number two, dainty jewelry. I love these Chanel earrings. I have this simple Dior bracelet, just really dainty jewelry. When my nails are done, but I'd go even further when I find a nail shape and a nail length and a nail color that matches every single one of my outfits but makes me look really classy and put together. I ask for almond with a point, medium length, and this is 2 coats of Put It in Neutral by OPI. The next one is gonna sound really weird, but whenever I hot comb my leave out, I've just noticed I get so many more compliments on my hair when this is not flat ironed, it's hot combed. Last one, when I apply this shine spray, this one is from Kenra. So good.
I have a highly requested lip combo, and normally I just go in with Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever and Huda Beauty's lip gloss in the shade Ooh Baby. But today I added a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick in the shade Kim KW. It's like a perfect peachy type of nude. Just did a little bit to kind of just give it a little bit of color in the center. And I feel like it just gave me like a little bit of coverage from my natural lips. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys and my little updo. Isn't she cute? This is what dirty hair gets you, girl. Okay, bye. I personally never wear my hair curly. Like, I never wear my hair curly down. I am a bun, slick back bun girl. I am a blow it out type of girl. I am a slick, sleek, straight, bone straight type of girl. So yeah, my hair is getting longer and I'm just like, I want to wear it curly, but I feel like I just never, I'm not even gonna say never. I just feel like I don't have a lot of good curly hair days. And I tried different products. Some products weigh my hair down. Some products it's just not enough. But I have to say one product that has never failed me when I want to wear my hair curly. It's never failed me. This Eco Styles gel, the big one, has never failed me. Has never failed me. When I tell you it just like brings my curls to life, and it really helps with my curls staying, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like if you don't have enough product in your curls, they can drop, if that makes sense, with curly hair, or it can just look too dry, or it just looks like, you know, when you kind of like let your hair air dry, it's a different look from when you diffuse your hair. This is gonna do it. I didn't diffuse my hair. This is not diffused. This is air dried. And I also do think the type of brush and comb you use makes a difference.
5 tips to glow up cheap at home, part 1. Number 1 is you're going to do your lash lift at home for only $10 instead of paying $50 or more in a salon. I do my own lash lift every 3 months and my lashes are so healthy and long. Plus, I save so much money. Number 2 is to do your own eyebrow lift at home with the same lash lift set you have bought, so you save even more money. On an extra treatment you would have to pay in a salon. It is so easy to lift your eyebrows and lashes, and doing both of these save you in total more than $100. Number 3 is to use overnight collagen masks instead of doing expensive skin treatments, because this will save you hundreds of dollars. Overnight collagen masks give your skin an express glow up while sleeping. It makes your skin look plump and hydrated, helps to minimize fine lines and wrinkles, and makes you look like you just got a skin treatment. Number 4 is to face tape instead of doing Botox, which will also save you hundreds of dollars. It helps you to reduce wrinkles and fine lines and also to prevent them. And this face tape, for example, only costs $3. Lasts very long and it's super affordable. And number 5 is for hair growth. Use your own self-made rosemary oil instead of buying expensive hair growth oils or scalp serums, because it will make your hair grow super healthy and long, and it will save you so much money. Rosemary oil only takes 30 minutes to make and also saves you hundreds of dollars in the long term, because there's no need to buy any serums that are super expensive.
I don't make the rules. The uglier you go to bed, the hotter you wake up. These are the 5 things that I do every single night so I can just wake up looking better and like my best self. Let's get into it. First order of business is always some sort of whitening strip. Don't do this every night, but I definitely do it on those nights where I want to just look better in the morning. Aren't cutting your whitening strips in half, girl, what are you doing? If you have sensitive teeth or if you get pain from whitening your teeth, try cutting them in half so they only cover the front half of your teeth and you'll never experience any sensitivity or pain. Truly game changing. Next up, we're gonna do a heatless style. I do these literally almost every single night. Truly, this is what I attribute to my hair being so healthy. For my hair is probably like 98% dry right now. I'll go in and spritz a little water just on top of my hair once it's actually in the heatless style, just to make sure it's like the tiniest little bit damp. I find that it holds my heatless curls for days and days on end compared to if I just do it dry. Next up on the list is skincare. I always recommend using a New Face or a gua sha. I always use the gua sha in the shower. So I've already gua sha'd my face in the shower when it was like damp with face wash. So now I'm going to go into my nightly skincare. It's truly life-changing. This is the Holy Trinity, 3 products that I use literally every single night. I'm going to go in with the Rhode Glazing Milk for that glass skin effect. And then we're gonna go in with my beloved Banning cream. This is great. We're gonna use a little bit of it and we're gonna mix it with castor oil all over my face. About that much. This really helps to like negate the thickness of the castor oil. But if you've seen any of my other videos, I use castor oil every single night. It's your eye bags. It helps any discoloration. If you have eczema, literally anything wrong with your skin, castor oil helps. Okay, then we're also gonna go in and do like a deep conditioning eye mask with the castor oil. Put it on your fingers. Put it right under your eyes, just like this. It helps my dark circles, and also it helps my makeup go on really, really smooth. If you put concealer on after you do this the night before, you will have no creases, you'll have no wrinkles. It'll be so hydrated under there, and it just looks good. I always put eye patches on over top just to seal in the moisture for the night. And last but not least, number 5, I usually go in and either tan contour my face or just contour my lips. This is the product I'm currently using. Ooh, lip stain that dries down to be the perfect pink nude that literally looks like lip liner the next day. Okay, this looks crazy, but all I did was just line my lips with this purple lip stain. It doesn't dry purple. You can already see it's like drying kind of like pinkish nude, but truly this will look like you're wearing lip liner when you have no makeup on. You'll just wake up looking so good. I promise you it's the best.
These are my daily non-negotiables for a healthy lifestyle and the top habits that I would recommend if you want to enter an everlasting glow up. I just thought this would be fun to make because I feel like a lot of girls are labeled as high maintenance, but these are just natural habits that just make us feel good. Number 1, 30 to 60 minutes at least of daily movement. This can just be a walk, stretching, whatever it is. I am moving my body 30 to 60 minutes every single day. Number 2, daily vitamins. Don't sleep on this. Find out which ones work for you. Take them accordingly. Obviously, not every single person needs every single vitamin, so don't just look at what other people are taking. Actually find ones that work for you. Number 3, daily skincare routines, night and morning skincare every single day. Doing your skincare every single day. Number 4, drinking 32 ounces of water first thing in the morning, or at least one glass in the morning, and then chugging water throughout your day. Staying hydrated is so important, and it's like such a basic thing, but you'd be surprised how some people struggle with drinking water, because I know I used to be that way. Number 5, I think, is eating 80% healthy whole foods. Not following any diets, but just having a healthy lifestyle where you're putting good foods, nutritious, vitamin-dense foods into your body, but then obviously treating yourself for a little dessert at nighttime, on the weekends, whatever. Number 6 is jewelry /and/or perfume. Jewelry and or perfume. I'm not really a perfume girly because I haven't found my signature scent, but you noticed I am always wearing jewelry. I just think it makes me look way more put together than what I actually am on the inside. That sounds crazy, but I feel like jewelry just makes you look way more put together, so I'm always wearing a necklace, earrings, everything. Number 7 is finding time for yourself. If you're the type of person that needs to like wake up, go to work, and you're always with some type of group, I feel like everybody needs at least 10 minutes of your day to just really sit and calm your inner mind and to be with just yourself. You don't even really necessarily have to be meditating. 10 minutes of personal time. For me, I need like at least an hour every single day. Number 8 or 9, I honestly have no clue. Everybody should be writing, and also they should be saying affirmations every single day. This will not only help you change your physical appearance over time, but it's also gonna help with a mindset shift and help you switch the way you view life once you start writing, setting goals, small goals for yourself every single day, and also saying affirmations that cater to what you're working towards in life. Lastly, prioritize your sleep. Beauty sleep is a real thing. Get your 8 to 10 hours. It's been scientifically proven that women need more sleep than men. Like they need 8 to 10 hours. Like 8 is the minimum. I think it's crazy how back in high school I used to kind of flex how I was like, oh, insomnia, all-nighters every single night, but like that's not good. These are just some habits that I have incorporated and worked into my everyday life that make me feel good. I bet it'll make somebody else feel good.
Here are 5 things that make a girl instantly more attractive. Whether you're trying to get your crush to like you back or that one friend you've been friends with for years to like you. You can trust me because I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and I've asked him and a bunch of my guy friends for their opinions on these things. So get ready with me and let's get into it. Number 1 is intelligence. Contrary to popular beliefs, boys don't like it when girls play dumb. I've talked to my boyfriend and multiple other guys about this and they can see right through it. So number 1, it doesn't even make you look more attractive. Number 2, the types of guys you're gonna attract. Dumbing yourself down for them is probably not the type of guy that you want in the long run. Number 2 is gonna sound so silly, but literally just smiling more. Smiling is scientifically proven to improve the moods of the people around you. So if you're around a guy you like, your crush, whatever, and you literally just smile more, they're gonna remember being in a positive mood when they're hanging out with you. Number 3 is a signature scent. It's one thing to be attractive in sight, but it's a whole other thing to be attractive in scent. By having a signature scent that you wear all the time, anytime a guy smells something similar to that, they're gonna think of you and they're gonna be reminded of you. Next, in the beginning especially, try not to talk down on other people. I know eventually you get comfortable with people and you start to gossip and things might slip out. However, it's actually proven that the words you use to describe others, people associate with you. So if you're talking down on another girl, calling her ugly, whatever, they're gonna associate the word ugly with you. Not only that, but I feel like it kind of ruins the positive energy we've been working on with trying to smile more and showing your intelligence. Okay, lastly, I know you've heard this 100 times, but literally just be so yourself. There's a million other girls out there who are pretty, who are smart, who have a great body, but you know what? There aren't a million other you. If you're not showing your personality, you're literally just gonna seem like every other girl out there. And what's fun about dating someone who's just like everybody else? The reason why people pick to make someone a girlfriend rather than just a friend is because they see something special about them. So if you're downplaying or hiding your personality, then that's not gonna help you. If they don't like your personality, screw them. That's not the one for you, and there's gonna be someone out there who's better.
Day in the life of a content creator living in Atlanta. So first things first, I have to start off the morning with some beverages. I started off with this butterfly tea. It has so many benefits. Look it up. So then I started to digital plan out my day. And I also like to just do affirmations just to, remind myself that I'm that girl. And I was finishing up my tea, had to start getting ready for the day. And I love this little quote, be the best you. I got you always, Kyra, because I'm going to always have my back in this crazy world. So then obviously the theme for the day was pink, but I wear pink every single day. So I was admiring my outfit. I love a little cute little loungewear moment. And then I started to cover up these designer bags. When my hair is done, I like to be a little bit more put together, especially when leaving the house. You never know who you're going to see. So I was finishing up and then I packed up all my work stuff to head over to the coffee shop and then had to do a little outfit check. And then this is Bloom Coffee. It's very low key in Atlanta, in Buckhead area. I think it's fairly new, which I like because it's not overcrowded, but it still gives you, that coffee vibe. And I was finishing up this Get Ready With Me. Face was sitting. Then I came home to upload and turn it in so it could get approved. Then I had some more work to do and finish that up. And then it was time to get ready for my workout class. I do like working out in the morning at 7 a.m. But on this day, it was a remix ride. And I really like their remix rides because they got a little season, in the playlist. So I love doing that because I love jamming out to a couple of my favorite songs. So I got dressed and got ready for that, headed over to Cycle Bar. And I love spin class. It just helps me stay consistent. And obviously I love doing it because I'm the first one there along with Homegirl right there. So yeah, her playlist was lit. Nicki, Jeezy. I was definitely getting it, okay? Because I definitely came out strong on number 3. It was definitely because of the playlist, for sure. And if you are somebody that's trying to get into new workouts, try Cycle Bar for this upcoming year because it just helped me stay so consistent when it came to losing weight. So I headed over to Whole Foods and then I cooked up this concoction. It was like a rice shrimp situation. I ate it with some seaweed, washed the day off, did some skincare. I was just so happy because I had a productive day, had a positive mindset, and then I came home, laid in the bed, found music from my YouTube videos, and watched Avatar.
So you started on your iPhone?
I started on my iPhone.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yes, I started on my iPhone.
So wait, before you even get to the part of the iPhone and like basically you was really hustling your YouTube from the jump. You didn't care if you had the best camera.
I was just filming them for myself. I wasn't posting them.
Oh, you wasn't posting?
No. No.
So you was practicing?
Yes, I was practicing. I could only afford at the time like drugstore makeup.
Yeah.
So I would go to CVS, Walgreens, Target, and what I could afford, I would do my makeup and practice, and I wouldn't post it, but I would like post like my pictures, little selfie videos and stuff on my Snapchat, because that was really in back then. But yeah, I didn't post until we moved from Virginia to Florida once my dad retired, and I said, I don't know anybody out there, I don't have a job, so I'm really gonna focus on YouTube, and that's how that started.
This was my first full year of becoming a full-time content creator. I want to give you 5 pieces of advice if you want to do the same. The first one's going to be hard to swallow, but don't set out to be a content creator. If you listen to everybody's content creator journeys, nobody set out to be a content creator. They honestly just started posting about stuff that they were genuinely passionate about, were consistent about, and found a community within that passion. If you were to ask me what I'm passionate about, I believe in rest. I believe in relaxation. I believe in pampering yourself. I'm a big advocate of self-care, about becoming your best self. That's what I'm passionate about. It just happened to come out in the form of content creation. But whatever I chose to do, that was going to be the core of what I was passionate about. It's going to come off so much more authentic. And if you don't know what you're passionate about, ask yourself 2 questions. 1, what do people compliment you the most on? Is it your hair? Is it your makeup? Is it the way that you sew? What is it? And 2, what could you give a 45-minute presentation about with no prep? What could you just talk on and on about? Use content creation as an outlet. Use it to be consistent about that passion. Don't set out to be an influencer or a content creator. Use that as an outlet and the money will come. Number 2, if you're getting low views, I bet it's one of 2 things. It's either your quality of your content, and it's also you're not paying attention to your analytics or your TikTok strategy. I get asked all the time, how do I get my videos to be so clear? Girl, this is a glass camera, Windex. I clean my camera with Windex. I also have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. I don't have the latest phone, but I clean my camera with Windex. If you're really into get ready with me's, make sure those get ready with me's have a point. Like this one, I'm teaching you something. I'm telling you something about what I'm passionate about helping you out. If you're doing a get ready with me and you don't already have a following, how you're about to go to lunch with your friends, the harsh truth is nobody at that moment, your audience doesn't know you enough to care. Tell a story, tell something you learned about, talk about what you're passionate about. It's so much more interesting than you are going to the mall. Second part is your TikTok strategy. Search engine optimization. Look up videos on how to do that. Looking at your analytics, when to post. Make sure you're posting once a day, being really consistent for a set amount of time. Number 3, don't reinvent the wheel. Pick 3 to 5 content creators that you really respect, you really like their editing style, you really like how they engage with their community, and study them. Don't copy them, but definitely draw inspiration. You don't have to come up with shit on your own. You're never gonna go into a job interview without studying the job application. Look at content creators, see what's working for them, and do it better. Number 4, use your comments and use other content creators' comments as ideas for videos. I'm running out of time, but number 5, be consistent. You already know that.
It really was a passion that I didn't realize that I had inside, that and for nursing school too, it was such a big passion. But I feel like I always made time, whether it was just I'm really big on routine where it's Monday through Friday, I'm, clocking into my classes, putting that time aside to study. So I did have that free time where I could do whatever I wanted. And I felt like in nursing school, a lot of people had that mindset where it was I have no life, I can't do anything. It's just cross your T's, dot your I's, and have a Saturday and Sunday. I feel like that works for me, so.
What was your first paid social gig? When was the first time you went from became professional, I guess, or started thinking that this could actually be a job?
Yeah, it was last February, 2022. So I'm that's burnt in my brain where it's just okay, I'm gonna actually, put my all on this and see where I can take it. But it was a hair care deal, and I loved the brand, and it was super exciting. I remember talking to my mom about it. I'm they're asking for my rates. I'm like, what do I even say? Like, where do I start? It was kind of an insane conversation, but yeah, it's definitely, yeah, that's where I started.
How do you make money these days?
So TikTok is definitely my biggest platform. And yeah, there's paid partnerships there, which it's insane that these brands that I absolutely love, like, have the opportunity to partner with and kind of just.
As someone who's been creating content for many years, I want to give you guys some advice, or at least things that would make your experience with content creation just a little less frustrating. Starting with number 1, before filming, make sure your microphone is connected, so you do not spend so much time and effort putting together a video only to then upload to your editing software and realize that your microphone was not properly connected the entire time. Another tip, make sure you have good audio, because if you don't, it's gonna be really hard to watch your videos. I have the mics that I use in my Amazon storefront. Another piece of advice, your quality is important, and you do not have to start out with the top of the line camera that costs a bunch of money. But if you are working with your iPhone, the best piece of advice I can give to you to get the best quality possible is make sure that you are in good, really even natural light, because that's gonna be your best bet at getting good quality videos. You don't wanna be directly in the sun because that's a bit too harsh, but for me, I'm like right next to both of my windows in my room. Another tip, try to make your background not so distracting. It's okay to have little pops of things, like I have like my little olive tree. If it's too busy, the audience is not gonna be able to focus on you, and you're the star. Another tip, if you're a scatterbrain like myself, try to pre-plan out your content and write it down so that way you know exactly what you're about to film. You wanna have some sort of organization. Another tip I can give to you, be yourself. I remember when I first started uploading on TikTok, I was like, okay, I speak in a very calm, one might find it boring tone, and a lot of personalities on here were very like, boom, like even certain ads, like they're like screaming at you. I'm like, but to some degree, sometimes you almost feel like, okay, dang, am I supposed to be doing that to get the engagement? Like, do I have to like yell to get people to stop? You don't. You will attract the audience that is meant for you, and that is what you're supposed to do, because those are the ones that are going to stay. So no, you do not have to change your voice or your approach, your tone, delivery. You will attract the people that like you exactly how you are. It's very easy to get caught up and see something working out for other people, like a certain formula, and think that you have to do it as well, and you don't. Now, obviously, it is okay to jump onto certain trends, but definitely find and formulate your own style that you could be consistent with and that feels like you. Because one thing you don't want to do is change yourself for social media. You will not be happy in your personal life if you do that. And lastly, just enjoy yourself. I think that sometimes when it pertains to content, it's important to take it seriously to some degree, especially if you're trying to make a job out of it. Yes, take it seriously, but don't take it seriously to the point where you are stressing yourself out. No amount of stress for anything, in my opinion, is worth it, because stress will trigger so much in you. Like when I get stressed, I get eczema flare-ups, and then I'm itchy and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't like being that way. So I try to not stress myself out. It's okay to just take a step back when you are feeling like you are doing too much. And I feel like we all know our threshold, so you will know what I mean when I'm saying this. But if you feel like, okay, this is just causing me a little bit of stress or anxiety, take a step back. Because I remember I used to stress myself out to get videos up, and I was honestly at one point so unhappy, but I just forced myself, and I feel like eventually that caught up to me, which is why I would have these shutdown moments and then disappear, because I was burning myself out. So you have to find yourself a really nice balance. Some people like to film every single day, and that works for them. Some people like to film in bulk because they're able to film multiple videos, and then they stretch that out throughout the week, and that feels better for them. So do what works for your schedule and for your state of mind, because you come first. And it's really important to care about your audience, but if you're not caring for yourself, inevitably you're going to start to neglect that audience, because then you're going to shut down. And if your audience loves you, they'll wait for you, and they'll be very, very understanding.
Here's how to actually become successful as a lifestyle influencer in 2022. And no, I'm not about to tell you to niche. Let's use Auntie Tabitha Brown as a case study. Her brand is built on her personality, not on what she's selling. Let me just tell y'all a few of the things Tabitha Brown has and is doing. Her book, she's an author. Also has a YouTube series for kids. She's also the creator of Donna's Recipe, which is her hair care line. And we can't forget about her seasonings with McCormick. She also just released a clothing line collaboration with Target. Oh yes, Auntie, that's cute. I'm gonna need that. And soon to be released, her cookbook. She is doing what I would call layering, not niching. Layer 1 is her personality. Tabitha Brown is unforgettable, and almost everything you see her doing, she's smiling. Her soulfulness is the first thing that you think of when you think of her. That's layer 1. Layer 2 is veganism, because that's honestly how we found her. Is she went viral, but she didn't go viral because she's a vegan. Again, it goes back to layer 1. She went viral because of her personality and all the soulfulness and just authenticity she showed. So layer 1, personality, soulfulness, smiling, all of those things. Layer 2, veganism, the actual content that she created that made her go viral. She's still creating that content today. But the great thing is that Tabitha doesn't stop there. No, she doesn't. She begins introducing us to things that are personal to her, like her hair, which always looks good, by the way. Hey, Donna. And through the constant repetition of her acknowledging Donna, which is her hair, people started to wonder how she keeps it looking so great. So she came out with her hair care line, Donna's Recipe. I think if you take a look at Tabitha Brown and her platforms, you can see how everything that she has organically come from who she truly is. So what does this mean for you and your brand? For one, stop trying to sell something that you are not. That is, in fact, the hardest way to grow as a lifestyle brand. Number 2 is attach your personal brand to a greater mission. Why should anyone care? Like, for example, with Tabitha, she uses spreading love and joy. That's something that she doesn't have to say. You just kind of know. And what brands or companies wouldn't want to partner with someone who is all about spreading joy and love and soulfulness? So then whatever she sells is attached to that deeper meaning, that foundational thing. Once you figure that thing out, that's when your brand is going to take off. That's when you can sell whatever product you want, because people have already bought into you.
This is how I grew to 10,000 followers in my first month on TikTok. I did not follow any trending hashtags or trending sounds. Although trending sounds may get you a lot of views, I don't find it as consistently successful. I instead focused on stitching and green screens. In my opinion, these are way more powerful than trending stuff. The next thing, and probably the most important thing, is the strategy. You have to have a strategy. What are you prioritizing? What information do you want people to come to you for? And what is sustainable for you? So for me, I prioritized quality over quantity. I don't really have a niche, but I came up with the different pillars that I wanted to talk about, and I'll also post once a day. Another really important thing was that I focused a lot on engagement. Is there something about this that's gonna make somebody save this and wanna come back for later? And I always just try to keep that in the back of my mind. And lastly, I made sure that I did not follow any of those videos that were like, use this hook, say this at the beginning of the video. I don't know how else to explain this, but it's important that I feel like I'm being genuine and I'm saying the things that I would normally say. And it feels better when people connect with me that way than me just using a hook that a million other people are using. And if it's a really good hook, then you can reuse it. I know that one's a little but that's just me personally.
Hey y'all, welcome to the day in the life of a content creator living in Atlanta. So I woke up, made my bed. I don't know why my knees are so ashy, but anyways, I had to wake up, take a shower, wake up a little bit, did a little detox mask in the shower. It foams up super nice, got my skin looking so good. Had to wash it off. I was happy as hell, clearly. But anyway, had to brush my teeth, scent of the day, Ebony Bush and Matcha 26. And then I woke up, made a coffee. This is so satisfying to me. I love making my coffee in the morning, or a matcha, but today I chose coffee. And then I had to get ready to film. This was my 3rd day of filming this video, y'all. Y'all don't not know the complications of filming sometimes, but the audio was messed up. So yeah, so I finally got it done or whatever. Yes, girl. And I got done, uploaded the files. Taking too long, so I got a little thirsty. So I made my way to clean juice. Y'all know summertime is coming up, so we gotta make healthy choices, baby. This is my go-to refresher. I get the cucumber one. It's so good. Go give it a try. So I went home, upload the video, and my friend actually invited me out. So I went out after I got done working. Then we went to Blue, took a couple shots, and yeah, had a good time. The rest is history. It was supposed to be Taco Tuesday, but I missed out because priorities, baby. But I still had a good time.
I started TikTok out of depression. I finally gave into creating a TikTok in 2021. Obviously, it really popped off in 2020. And I would scroll here and there, but I never made an account. I was like, I'm not going to be on TikTok. And then I finally gave in 2021. And at the time, and I still am, a stay-at-home mom. But I was a very lonely, depressed stay-at-home mom. Have no friends. Wasn't making any money. Had to rely on my husband's income, which was not enough for 4 people.
Somehow we still made it work because that same year we got our first apartment. That's when we got married. And yeah, it was a really big year for us, but then I got like really depressed because being a stay-at-home mom, as you probably know if you are one, just comes with so much mental health. I don't know, I don't want to say like issues, but like you just deal with a lot of mental health and you get kind of really depressed from being by yourself all the time. That's why I finally made an account on TikTok, because I found this stay-at-home mom community that I related to so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's these women dealing with the same issues that I'm dealing with. Like, they're just as sad and depressed as me. I did have my Instagram account. That's when my Instagram like first started growing, and I would get brand deals here and there, but I literally I made only a couple $1,000s in 2021. That income only came from Instagram, because if you don't follow my Instagram, I do beauty content over there. Makeup and beauty is just something that I'm so passionate about. Like, I have another sob story as to how I got into makeup. We can save that for another video, but I talk about makeup for days, for hours, for as long as you let me. I will talk about makeup. The other thing I can talk about is doing content creation. I could talk about content creation for hours, for days, as long as you let me. Content creation is just something that I am so passionate about, and you know, back then when I wasn't making an income from this, I would literally, I can't even tell you like the amount of times I have cried in my apartment, like wondering how people were making this their full-time job, not knowing how it worked, trying my best to get these brand deals. I would just question, what am I doing wrong? Having no friends, I mean, no friends at all, but like also having no friends in the industry wasn't a help at all, because I'm like, who can I ask for help? Like, I just didn't know who I could go to or ask advice. I feel like I'm finally on the other side of that, and I can proudly say in 2024 that this is my full-time job. And if you would have asked me that in 2021, even 2022, I would have been like, anytime I get that question on Instagram, I'd be like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just do like content creation for fun, because I was not making shiz. So in 2023, I officially became like a full-time content creator, and I freaking love it. I'm obsessed with it. I never want to stop. And you know, being a stay-at-home mom gets in the way of that, because you have the kids, you can't film and do all this content whenever you want. But regardless, every day now I just wake up so thankful to God that I have this as a job. I get to be home with my babies all the time. Like, I've never had a parent at home while I was in school. Like, just growing up, I never had a parent at home, and I'm just so grateful that I get to pick up my kids from school, drop them off every day, make them lunch, and give them a million snacks after school, because I'm home. I make them dinner, like, and I don't have to wait till I get home from work and then cook dinner. It's just, there's so many things that I love about having this job that I feel like benefits the stay-at-home mom the most. And that, I feel like that's why I'm just so passionate about it, because I don't need to rely on my husband now for income. Like, I'm just good by myself. Obviously I'm not gonna be by myself because we're married, but you know, I don't need to ask him for money, so I can go do something. I'll never forget being so happy that I could take my kids to McDonald's. And I think I had this realization last year, like, I could take my kids to McDonald's now and buy them a meal, and we can eat there, and just, they can get whatever they want. They can get freaking large size if they want. Like, just the small little things like that just make me so happy that I'm able to provide for my kids. That being said, something that I've been thinking about a lot is transitioning my content. Not like completely. I know I don't focus a lot on this TikTok, which is what I want to start doing. I do have makeup Instagram, I have a makeup TikTok, and I have this TikTok. So it's like obviously a lot to juggle, and I once upon a time had a YouTube channel. It's a lot, girl. But yeah, I'm trying to do it all. But I want to make this account. I still want to do my mom vlogs on this account and do all of that, but I really also want to speak about doing this as a job and like helping moms. It could be anybody, but like, it's just especially moms do this as a job, and you know, provide income for themselves, for their family, for their kids, whatever it is. I have been working a lot behind the scenes on like setting up coaching calls. That's something that I've been trying to do since last year. Then life got in the way, but that's something that I'm trying to set up for this year, is set up like coaching calls. I'm gonna have like actual one-on-one FaceTime, like Zoom calls with you guys, that you can like book a call with me and have a consultation. You guys, anytime you guys like need a friend that's in this industry, in the content creator space, and like you need help, I want to be there for you, because I remember not having anyone for me when I was trying to figure this out, you know? So with that being said, I think this is like my first introduction video of how I will be, you know, upgrading, I'm not gonna say transitioning, but like kind of transitioning my content into like helping moms become full-time content creators. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, because I'm highly looking forward to answering all of your questions.
I gained around 10,000 followers in the past month. Here's my honest advice. I started taking TikTok seriously around January 20th, and it's now February 24th, and I've gained over 10,000 followers. Looks like I'm on track to hit my goal of 100K. I'm gonna share with you guys some tips that I've learned along the way. Number one is to stop looking for a secret formula. There is no secret formula to growth. If that was the case, we'd all have 1 million followers right now. The only thing that I and any other creator on this app can give you is advice from our own personal experience, which is different for everybody. You can take my advice, but at the end of the day, you're honestly gonna have to figure things out on your own. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error. There's gonna be a lot of seeing what works for you. Number two, don't obsess over the numbers. But if you are gonna obsess over numbers, obsess over your analytics. Seriously guys, your analytics are not there for decoration, they're not there for fun. They're there to teach you what is working for your page. Seriously start looking at your analytics and seeing what videos are working for your page. That brings us into number three. Recreate content that works. If you have a video that popped off or blew up, you need to be recreating that video or trying to piggyback off of that. Most of your favorite creators are probably known for a certain type of video and they recreated it a lot of times. That's because it worked for them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The algorithm picks up on that and it will continue to push out the videos that people want to see. So you can still post other content in between, but always try to circle back to the popular videos that are on your page. It could be a certain trending sound, a certain dance, a certain topic that you talk about, but always try to piggyback off of that. Number four, take it serious, guys, but not too serious. And what I mean by that is take TikTok seriously in a sense that you're committed to it and you're committed to growing and learning what works. But don't take it too serious in the fact that you're taking the fun out of it. Like you're only posting because you're trying to go viral. You're not posting content that you really want to post. Once you do that, you're going to burn yourself out and you're not going to want to do it anymore. Somebody who's revived this account for the third time now, that's the mistake I made the first 2 times. This time around, I've started seeing results because I started being authentic to myself and making content that I genuinely enjoyed making. People can tell when you're not being authentic. So make sure you're being authentic and make sure you're posting stuff that you want to post and you're having fun with it. That's probably the most important thing. Once you stop obsessing over the numbers and refreshing your feed every 5 seconds to see how many new followers and likes you got, it's going to be a lot more fun. So train yourself out of that. It's not always about the growth. The growth will come when you start being genuine and authentic to yourself.
So one of you guys asked how I became an skinfluencer. So I'm going to go ahead and answer the question. I actually discovered that I enjoyed skincare mistakenly. My mom was visiting me from Florida and she would make all these potions, especially with aloe vera. And I would just watch her make them and try them on my skin. And I was like, I love this. And my skin just started to get better. I always say this. I think about that one thing you will do for free. It's what will make you the most money in life. For example, like if you would do photography for free, if you're not getting paid, it will make you a lot of money. And so that's the definition of passion, right? So here are my 3 tips to become a successful influencer once you figure out what you love. Number 1, be prepared to pour in your blood, sweat, and tears. Everyone thinks being an influencer is so easy. No, you're going to leave your 9 to 5 to work 24/7. For example, we post on TikTok twice a day. We've never missed a day. Also on my blog, every Friday, I have been slacking on that a little bit, and as well as Instagram and as well as YouTube. So I work pretty much around the clock to keep content on for all these platforms that I have. Number 2, you want to niche down. And I know there's a whole debate about niches on TikTok. The people who are so anti-niche, like I said, good for you. I believe you have to niche down. A lady on here said, on my page said, the riches is in the niches. Establish yourself as an expert in a field and learn everything you can about that and then teach it back to your audience. Add some kind of value. There are people who actually just teach influencer tips on here and they make so much money. Number 3, more than being an influencer, you can make a lot of money as a content creator. So what you want to do is create high quality content. I know like TikTok is about, just being free and do whatever you want, but every now and again, create high quality content that you can pitch to brands and sell it to them for them to use on their pages and their advertisement.
I got over $3,000 worth of stuff for free in 6 hours. Let this be your sign to start posting your content. So come along with me today because we have 4 brand events in 6 hours. One thing about me, baby, I don't care how hot it is. I'm taking that subway, free transportation. Our first stop was the Ipsy Gifting Boutique in Flatiron. This one was so cute because we could also get a manicure along with the gifting suite. My hands were desperately in need of some love. My manicurist today's name was Olga and she was absolutely so sweet. We did so much chatting about her life here in New York. I loved her. I told her that I was always someone who does nude. I never really venture out and do anything fun, and she actually convinced me to go with this Barbie pink, which while I was greatly out of my comfort zone, I actually grew to really love. Once I finished my manicure, I went over to the gifting portion. It is still actually so insane to me with this job how much stuff we get for free. Sometimes it literally feels like stealing, I'm not kidding. I definitely munched at that food they had there because it was so good. Filled my bag to the brim, and then we were on our way to the next event. There was about 2 hours of free time before our next event, and I wanted to be on theme with the event that I had tonight, so we stopped by Mango to pick up some pieces. Did I need this gold dress? No, but am I getting it for vacation? Absolutely. But can we just take a moment for this purple dress? Beautiful. By 4 o'clock, it was time to head to Sunglasses Hut for our second event. Y'all, this place was bumping in there. I've actually been at Sunglasses Hut twice in the last week because I've been contemplating getting a pair of sunglasses. So I played around with a few pairs that I already kind of had my eyes on. I was considering these Chanels, so I put them on, and baby, wow, I look just like the SpongeBob meme. I have been highly considering these Gucci's, but we did end up going with these Jimmy Choos that they gave me, but I'm thinking about going back for the Gucci. We finished up here pretty quickly because we had to rush back home to get ready to go to the Tatcha event. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, by this point, I was so tired and hot. It had been such a long day, but I love Tatcha. And I was not about to miss this event for the world. It was so cute and like Tamagotchi inside of here. And y'all, one thing about me, I love these little drop claw clip things. I was like, I got to get me this. Girl, on the second try, I got me one. Don't play with me. I got this little mini rice water wash thing, which was so perfect for traveling. Unfortunately, we could not stay very long because we had to go to Brooklyn to go to an Amika event. As you can tell by this point, I am delirious, but we're gonna make it happen. Also, a round of applause for the fact that my makeup has stayed on and looks so good. And for the fact that I no longer have to open any doors by myself. Thank you, Lord. We had about a 30-minute drive to Brooklyn, and then we arrived at Amika. I would just like to say I'm manifesting one day to be up on these walls, Amika. Hire me, please. We were a little bit late for the panel, but I was able to sit and listen for about an hour, and this panel was absolutely beautiful, moved me to tears. I was so thankful to be invited. By 10, we had our first meal of the day, and that was all.
Your parents are the #1 influence to how successful you will be as an adult. I will give you 2 examples. So the first example was, or is, my brother. So my brother is about 1 year older than me, and when we were growing up, we went to an elementary school that was predominantly white. And when he was in grade 4, the teacher called my mom, and she was basically saying, it looks like he isn't really meeting the curriculum as to what would be expected for his age group, and I am suggesting that he either goes to special education or he's in a class that will meet his needs. My mom is not naive. She knows all her kids very well. So it's not that she doesn't trust the judgment of another person or a teacher, but she knows her kids. And she went to the school, and she went to the teacher parent meetings and said, no, my son is going to stay in the class that he's in, and that is the end of that, period. My brother ended up staying in that class, and she gave him whatever grades. I don't even think she gave him like really good grades at all. And we ended up going to another school where my brother excelled very well. And when my brother entered into university, my brother was part of I think it was called MST, like Math, Science, Technology program, and which is an advanced program in high school. Not everybody can get into that program. You have to write a test to get in that program, okay? And my brother just graduated from medical school. There you go. So that's just one way, because if my mom or if my parents weren't present, your child will slip through the cracks, and it will be like, okay, well, there's no guardian to sign off. Let's get you to a more suitable level for you. Second involves me. So when I was in still elementary school, you're young, and like your friends kind of they persuade your perspective and how things are
how things can be. So I was getting ready to enroll into high school, and usually like I'm okay. Like I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but I was like, oh mom, like all my friends are taking college courses. Can I take a college course too? My mom looked at me and she was like, no. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I ended up doing pretty good in high school and a straight A student in university.